Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Energies, Big Cat. Up, up, up. Up, 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 as you broke generational curses when you eased on down the road. It was not an easy path, darling dears, as you ripped away what you was, fought and fit to be tied with, darling dear. Fit to be tied until you realized that you could 1, 2, buckle your shoe. 3, 4, hit the door, darling dears. As you dance to the beat of the universe, you are going to play that funky rhythm until you die, Big Cat. Come on. Energies, up, 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 Big Cat. The planetary energies today, darling dears. Venus in Leo squares Uranus in Taurus. Patience is required during this frustrating aspect that brings sudden and unexpected changes. And maybe even a delay or two, because we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde, which will be in full effect from the 10th of September in Libra. Then it will Foxtrot over to Virgo on the 23rd. Anyhow, the moon, the skullduggerous moon, is taking its final steps in Leo this morning, which opposes Saturn. Reuniting your drive with your emotions, darling dears. That is the ultimate key to manifestation. When you can emote yourself into the position where you can already have the feeling of receive the blessing that you've been working towards, you have to bring yourself to that place, that space where you've already got it. Why is my face? Listen, these progeny can be skullduggerous and them sneaky enough. Hold on, let me just turn down because I can hear myself echoing. Yes, much better, much better. Anyway, as I was saying, this aspect can help you put your goals in perspective and remind you of the important things in life. Because life comes with an if, darling dear. Not a what if, darling dears. And if you're prepared to dig deep and find your self-worth, go after your goals, you can have whatever you want when you ease on down the road. The moon also forms a square with the North Node. This could create problems in your personal evolution if you allow the past to hold you back. Poor on the past. Listen. Nearly sucked my 31 teeth then. Because you know I don't like it. Your soul craves for growth. You must find the bravery and strength to adopt a healthier and more productive lifestyle on a daily basis, darling dears. You've got to tighten up your ship, darling dear. People might seem cold, including you, darling dear. The energy is more focused on structure and responsibility, rather than the softness and emotional openness. Poor on that as well. Listen, we've got to focus, squat here. Get a grip. It's all down to business, darling dears, because you will be handling your responsibilities over the next few days. This energy is going to put a fire at your back, darling dear. And when you get a fire at a big cat's back, they've got to move their ass quick, smart, and in a hurry to ease on down the road. Move away from the vulgar, the lying, the lack mentality, the people pleasing. You realize confused.com is not your go-to move. You are not a dull-eyed one. You are a shining bright star, darling dears, built for this shiznai. Once you remember that you are a volunteer, you came back to volunteer your services to those that are left behind on the hamster, the sender backers. Yeah. And what did they do? They spit on you. They talked about you like it was chewing gum in their mouth blood. They pray for your downfall and will pop up a time or two in the future just to see if you've effed up, if you've fallen on your face. They want you to be arse out in Cardboard City, begging outside the train station like a matchstick boy or girl. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Revelations 3:7. Father God Most High will close doors as he opens windows for you, darling dear, that no one can shut. You have to know that you are worthy. You have to know within your soul that you have gifts, darling dear. You have to remember that you was a volunteer. So you have all of the tools. Your bag, your cup is overflowing with what? Big cat gangster, darling dears. As we continue to move in silence, all eyes on your throne, darling dears, because they want to do like you. You're not putting up with toxic situations. A toxic partner that gives you a two-piece and not from the KFC black. The ones that are what, Free Willy? Or what, the Black Hole of Calcutta? Right, that wants to bring you back dis-ease, confusion, gaslighting as they soul tie you to what? Many a body you didn't put into your body count blood. Fist bump. You had to get mad with yourself. You did. This is why you had to break some bonds. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Why? You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can bring a horse to water, but a pencil must be lead. Yes. Think about that for the rest of the day. I told you, we are best friends. I'm your best friend. It's kind of like a Thelma and Louise, but we are not going off no cliff. The only thing chasing us is the person, the cat we was the day before, darling dears, not who we are and what we co-create. Sorry, I was whispering to my son. Thanks. Look, when he makes look how smooth this is. Smooth. And can't you see? It has a diamond and a crown, darling dear. You need to get yourself a tiara or some big cat ears. You need to walk around your house in your royalty, darling dears. You have to. As you say, what? Thank you for showing you that any issue that you have is already handled. Why? Because you're a volunteer, darling dears. And you tried your bestest to help the feeble-minded. And what happened? They spit on you. They lied on you. They stole from you. Now you have grown adults, right, that want you to put pampers on them, nappies. No, babe, you're not up for that kind of a game. I got an email yesterday from someone called Sam who was telling me that they was feeling bad because their narcissistic parents, right, that used to beat them, right, wasn't helping them with their school clothes. They was embarrassed in school and all of this and that. Now the parent is aged and going through all sorts of what? Dementia. Yeah. They said to me, Case, I feel guilty for not going back to help them. Listen, I sat up. I put aside my honeydew melon and I uncut my 10 that's crossing my ankle at the foot to tell them, Big Cat, you did the best you could in that situation. This is not carrying hatred. This is caring for yourself. You don't have to help anyone that abused you in the past, darling dears. The Bible says turn the other cheek. But how many cheeks do you have to turn before you realize it's a drain on your life and you've only got one life on this Malkuf? They want you to believe you have two. You don't have two, blood. You got the one. I personally am not, I repeat, I'm not putting myself ever again in service to anyone that would hurt me. Are you mad? I don't care if you gave birth to me. Thanks for being the vessel that brought me here. But you showed me your face as I grew up. No comfort, no emotional comfort, no financial support. I remember days when I was going to college and would be starving because I couldn't get any money to spend. I remember a lot of things, darling dear. I've got the memory of that same elephant in India that likes to murk people. And it's not a 1111 on the counter, darling dears. Major, highly spiritual number. An 1111 fade is coming for you. We're not living on the past memories as what? Knives and daggers to our what? Heart chakra. No, 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 no. We use these as factual points, darling dears, to realize that you have to stay away. You got away when you eased on down the road, so you must stay away. Save your energies for those that are pouring into you, darling dears. Remember, you was a volunteer and you tried your best in many a situation. Keep your focus on the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis, your ancestors, angels, way showers, and spiritual guides as they protect and guide you, darling dears. They wanted you to feel alone. When you was amongst the feeble-minded, you was always alone, darling dears. Earmarked as black sheep when it was really code for what? Volunteer blood. Yes, baby. Let's dive in. Let's dive in as we put on the whole armor of God, Ephesians 6:13. Cut them off, darling dears, and don't feel bad. Because sometimes you have to ask yourself, darling dear, would they turn around and help you if you was asked out? Barking at passing cars, looking like Quasimodo's bestie in them streets. Or would they be using you as the cautionary tale as they chuckled in their 2s and 3s and 4s at the same tables you no longer sit at? You ease on down the road, darling dear. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. Come through the whiz, posh, clap. Yeah, let's dive in, darling dears. Let's dive in. Yes, Big Cat, today, after I kicked my way out of the duvet, darling dears, said my thanks to the Most High, did my little 10-minute morning meditation where I let every thought come out as it wanted, but you don't focus on the thoughts. You just let it flow. Let it flow. This is where you will find breakthrough, innovation, as well as motivation, darling dears. You'll be surprised. Then I reached for my phone and I looked at my tube body. 3 million views to this channel, to the Big Cat Chronicle. 3 million! You couldn't all fit in my house. 3 million views. I am so grateful to each and every one of you, because I had all of this knowledge, all of this intel, and I was trying to share it amongst the blind, darling dear, and the feeble-minded. Those that wants to live in toxic situations while they cast aspersion on others. Those that would stand aside and watch me perish and not dare to even pick up the phone to say, Case, do you have food for your children? Big Cat Chronicles continues. Use me as your benchmark. Every day you choose you and put the Most High first is the day in what glory and grace, darling dears, as you embrace the 6 G's of God, your growth, your goals, gifts, greatness, and gratitude, Big Cat. You learned how to balance out your life, darling dear. You understood your feet, your footsies is in two worlds, the 3D and the 5D. You understood those dark hearts have what? Negative entities attached to them from the fourth dimension, darling dears. And you understood you can't save no one unless they choose to save themselves. And even if they do choose to save themselves at the 10th hour, darling dears, it's still not your responsibility. Your time in their life is gone. Their energy you brought to them shall be a dream that they try to clutch, but could never hold. Remember I told you that, big cat? 3 million girls and boys? Hey, yeah. It felt good. I shed a tear, I did. Because I know someone is getting my message. You have greatness in you. Every day is a day to what? Sock it to and big cat. Not because you're trying to, but because you're doing you. Continue to be you. There is no one more you than you. You are unique and must be unapologetic. Continue to move forward from those that hold Law 10 of the 48 laws of power, the unlucky and the unhappy, because they will always be what? Law number 40. Be looking for a free lunch, big cat. Want you to open up a deep vein. We despise free lunches, right? There's always something on the back end. Their mouth and their hands will forever be open, but they don't pour back into you. Those energy vampires that like to come around with their what? Poor me stories. And you give them the intel on how to what? Turn it around. And they're still moaning? Leave them where they are. Don't invite that energy into your ear chakra lest you be infected with Law 10. Find yourself unhappy and unlucky too, just like they, them, and Nah, blood. We ain't doing that shit now. It's not fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely. No, big cat. We are too fabulous and we are winning. I tell you all of the time. You pee glitter, you shit cupcakes, and you fart rainbows. And you have a diamond and a crown in the mocha, darling dears, because we ain't getting smoked. This is our transformation season. Know your worth and add tax, big cat. Those that are what your true soul tribe will turn up. The higher you raise your frequency as you step in and claim dominion over yourself, darling dears. Reciprocation is part of the what? Law of attraction, darling dear. Love on thyself, love the Most High, love your progeny if you have them, or the future ones to come. Divine wouldn't give you more than you can bear. You are one of the strongest soldiers because you volunteered to come back. Remember I told you that. I'm understanding I volunteered also, and I'm not coming back, blood. I've decided it's not for me. And I can happily say I've touched some of you 3 million times. To let you know, I ain't coming back, blood. I'm going to pour as much energy, guidance, and wisdom into you until what? I play that funky beat until I die. Fist bump. What does your ancestral team want you to know? Good golly and gosh. We've got the watchtower of the west on its face, darling dear. This is the dark night of the soul. Yeah, listen. Told you I'm the red light, green light champion of 79. Had to look over my... No, catch me again, blood. Now that I know I'm in volunteer status and I'm cleaning up, right? Checking everything twice so that I don't come back. Someone's going through it, blood. They must go through it. This is represented by water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Yes! This person is confused.com. They are being what? Wee Willy Winky or the Black Hole of Calcutta. Getting more soul ties in. Trying to appease what? Their self-esteem. Not realizing it's dragging them down that dark path. back to the crevice of the devil's balls, darling dears. They're going through it, right? And it's also represented by the autumn months, which we are fast approaching. Yes, 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 yes. We're fast approaching it, darling dears. They're going to have a wicked autumn, and it's called the fall in the USA. Yeah. Somebody's going for a straight what? A straight jacket, a tight fit that they created for themselves. Base of the deck, darling dear. Candle. Could be candle magic, darling dear. But a candle can also represent what? Celebration. Time for you to blow out the candle, darling dears, and make your wish. And add tax. The universe is limitless, darling dears. Anything you want, you can achieve. It also speaks about what? Candle magic may be used against you, darling dears. They know where the candle shop is, just like as if you don't know where the candle shop is. But we don't what? Use chaos magic and more fool them, darling dear, as you blow out your candle in celebration of you things, blessings yet to come, darling dears, because you are appreciative of the blessings that you've up to this far received. What's that, Blanche Devereaux, you're saying? Or those who stand by whilst others slander your name? Listen, I had a nephew. I sound like Malcolm X. Yeah, I'm Big Cat X today. Can we have a quick chat? Right? I had a nephew. I really loved this boy, you know. I really did. I see him has a great talent. He's an excellent hairdresser. You know, he's doing great things for himself. But he's a chatty patty. Right? I found that he was delivering me all people's businesses or family members. Listen, I don't even want to know that they still breathe in blood. But he was bringing that information. And then one day, he told me that a family member whom I don't speak to, came to his place of business and he did their hair. And the whole time, that person was rinsing me. And they was trying to what? They said they was just explaining. But I'm telling you, anybody that used to come to me in the past when I was still amongst the feeble-minded and mentioned my nephew's name, the first thing I would say to them, he's not only my nephew, he's my friend. After I said that, they can't even bend their wicked mouth to say anything. He sat there and had the back and forth. And so I realized, as much as it pained me, I had to cut him off as well. If you can sit and listen to someone slander me and have the effrontery to come back on the balls of your feet to tell me what they said, how comes they were so comfortable saying it to you? What did you input into it? I said, you know what? I'm not allowing my hairline to be taken over. This. I gave them love and light and kept it moving. You can't be friends with someone who is willing to sit while someone else is slandering their name. You're right, Blanche Devereaux. We've discussed this before. Leave all of them with them there. You will be the mystery that got away, darling dears. Let the basura take itself out. Base of the deck. What did I say? Whomsoever these personal piece... Oh, well, we didn't do the scratch and sniff test, and we're not doing it because somebody would really ruin it for us. They're not going for a rebirth of them, darling dear. Stuck in the mire, right next to the candle magic. Yes, baby. Blaming you for their situation as you continue to rise from the ashes, baby, as a phoenix, a big cat phoenix. Them don't like it. These people were stone cold. Cold with their emotions, darling dear. Cold with the true support they should have given you, darling dear, while you was there. You volunteered to come back to assist those same people. And what did they do? They spit on you. They them an arm. They them an arm. Continue to write the script of your life, darling dears. Some of you are writing scripts, or you're going to be using the notes from said journal, darling dears, to create a book or a movie. Whatever you've got going on, darling dears, don't you stop. Remember, I told you, write that shit down, what you want to achieve, and read it out so it goes into your ear chakra. Then you burn that bitch. We have the what? I believe it's, what is it? Is it the new moon in Virgo coming up on the 27th? I believe it is, but I'll check it out and I'll let you know. But anyway, we've got a new moon coming up. New moon is for when you set your intentions of how things are going to go, because you must keep your expectations high and be in the emotions of, I've already got it. How would you feel if your biggest wish, the biggest achievement that you're after, you've already had? How would you feel? Because you have to remember, they try to take away the self-validation. You have to learn how to what? Appreciate and validate thyself, darling dears. Be your biggest cheerleader. Self-validation. There's nothing wrong with that, darling dears. Treat yourself well, because your temple, your Pananian Futum, will always be with you, darling dears. You have to remember, when you lay with someone, right, they take on your energy as well as you take on theirs. And remember, you are a volunteer, so you are what? Full to the brim. We've got 74 in the chat and 47 likes. Somebody look at the angel number for that. 7447. There's a message in there for you, darling dears. When I'm checking out angel numbers, I do have a little book. I've got the Doreen Virtue one, right? But I also go online and I check out, because this only goes up to 1,000 or 999, right? I go online and there's one called, what's her name? Joanna Scribe, Angel Numbers. Her ones are always on the money, darling dears. On the money. So if I can't get it from here, I go online and I go onto Joanna Scribe, Angel Numbers. Because it goes up to 9,999. Listen, I like to get all of the intel. I told you, I'm Capricorn Midhaven. If you haven't got your birth natal chart, what are you doing with your life, big cat? You have a guide. Write it down, darling dear. Why? What's underneath that? Prosperity. Because your cup is about to run over. And things that were secret and hidden from you before, you will already intuitively know. Big cat, your third eye is buffed up to a Bishin shine. Your discernment, darling dears. Because you have to remember, oh, look what's in the reverse underneath that. Somebody's sending a lot of negative energies towards you, darling dears. You're about to what? Manifest what you truly deserve, darling dear. But you also have to, this is also a reminder, is for you to what? Move in silence. Keep your what? Baddest moves to yourself, darling dear. Self-validate. And don't worry. They will see. Why? The mouth breathers are always launching hillbilly investigations, darling dear. They've got the children of the corn eye. So they will be watching. They will be watching. Captive audience. Your biggest haters is your what? Your biggest what? Watchers, mate. They're watchers. As I sip my mocha, gifted to me by my only son. Hey. Yeah. Right, let's get a room. Big cat, if you're gonna get one, let it be manners. As you what? Do the fool's journey again. This is represented by the Fool card in Tarot, darling dears. Yes, baby, a new beginning for you. It also speaks about what? No longer wanting to do things the traditional way. This is you learning new experiences. Why? Because you want it and you put that energy out into the atmosphere. But Divine is also saying what? You want these experiences? You take that leap of faith, darling dears. One where you go into the unknown. It also speaks about you bringing social order as you put thyself first. The Fool is represented by the letter M, the numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7, darling dears. It also speaks about what? The eternal child. Somebody around you has got addictions, or you're trying to move away from addictive behavior, whether it's smoking or drinking. You're understanding that it's not going really well for you, especially if you're on the Bob Marley for too much, darling dears. It's going to make you a bit lazy, right? We've got no time for lazy. It's a sin. This also speaks about what? how you regenerate yourself, darling dears, by being more adventurous. It also speaks about what? A new lover for some coming toward you. There will be an age difference. But the Fool is also ruled by what? Air, as well as Uranus energy. Uranus represents technology. Divine wants you to take a leap of faith. Do something different online. Baby. But not things so different that you'd be ashamed for your progeny to see it. Right? You get me? There's certain different shit people are doing. Listen. Some people take it too far and forget their progeny's got to go to school. And children can be so mean to each other. Good God. And they're relentless. Yeah. It also speaks about what? A sudden change coming towards you, darling dears. We already discussed the sudden change that is upon you, darling dears. One that you're going to have to use. Use to your advantage, darling dears. As Venus is in Leo and it squares Uranus in Taurus, it is pushing the unexpected changes. Don't make it be a delay in your life, darling dear. Use it. Even if the opportunity is minuscule, you don't know where it's going to lead. I didn't know that someone or someone's cats 3 million times would click on my channel, right? And get healing, guidance. I didn't know it was going to happen. I thought it would just be me and me. And I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you, because you have to understand, without you, there'd be no me. Push, clap, and a fist bump. Come in, let me give you a quick hug. Got it? Okay then, now wipe your nose and let's carry on. Yes, baby, manners. New beginning for you, darling. There's one where you'll be innocent. Not innocent into the sense where you will be naive and be able to be pulled about like taffy. No, you are looking at them with fresh eyes for this new beginning. And it also speaks about what? The opportunities coming towards you. New life lessons. One where you realize you're a volunteer and you have your bag of tricks filled to the brim. And as you go up, those that are down, darling dear, at Hawkey Sticks of Dawn, on the rocks of life, getting it without the Vaseline, are wishing wickedness on you. Can't you see the Eye of Sauron at their back? Your haters are your biggest fans. Don't let anybody tell you anything else, mate. Let's get some more initials on the tableau. We've already got M. Right? We've got Algas. This is an A. Right? We've also got the Thursaz. This is the Devil card. This is represented by the letter X, so it's an X. Right? We have Pertho, the High Priestess. This is represented by the letter P. So we have A, X, and P. Right? We've got Gebo, Gemini, the Lover's Energies, darling dears. This is represented by the letter G. So we've got P, A, X, G. Oh, we have Theo, represented by the letter F and O. And we also have Wunjo, darling dears. The last one to pick up, the star. Yeah, represented by the letter V and W. So we have V and W, F and O, G, A, Thursaz, the devil energy. I didn't say what it was. This is represented by the letter T and H. And we have P. Right, let's press on, darling dears. I feel like we need a domino. We need to bring the domino in here. Is it just the one? The devil is a liar. I should have shut my mouth at one. When you cast dominoes, just like the runes, you read them from right to left. Well, if you're going to hit the ground, let it shake underneath thy feet. Yes, baby. You've got the energy of a double 3. This is the Empress, Earth and Venus energy. Knowing your worth and adding tax. It also speaks about what? Somebody who could be a matriarch or patriarch of a family, darling dear. Somebody who's going down Bobby Brown. This also speaks about someone's feminine energy, right? A Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch that is very jealous of you. This person is unable to what? Bend the matrix. Why? Living in a toxic situation, darling dears. And they're mad at you, darling dear. The double three speaks about what? You are about to receive an item of great value, darling dears. Something that you're going to have to shut up about. Oh gosh, I've got something to tell you, but I can't tell you until I finish doing. Let me tell you something, big cat. I've had to, sometimes you have to say to you, calm down, case, and just go and lay down. But anyway, about to receive an item of great value, darling dears. You also, what did I say? A new lover is afoot, darling dears. We already saw the energy of Uranus. Technology. Somebody's going to be approaching you, darling dear. They're going to slide into your DM. Well, guess what? Not everybody that slides into your DM deserves what? Your attention. They're going to have to be creative to get the attention of a big cat, darling dears. This is the energy of what? The double four. Emperor, Mars and Aries energy. It also speaks about protector and provider. It also speaks about bossing up because you know your worth, darling dear. Not allowing yourself to be in certain situations. The energy of the Emperor is somebody who does not need anyone else. They are the whole army. You had to be the whole army because in some cases you are mothers or fathers, single parents, darling dears. The energy of the double three. You had to co-parent with the devil's strongest worker. Yes, baby. The double four also speaks about what? An invitation. Somebody's going to be invited. Somewhere it could be to a business meeting. It could be for an interview or even a party, some kind of a soiree. Big cat. If somebody's inviting you, what? To a soiree that they've been planning for months and you're only just getting the message, you wasn't amongst the planning. You was only invited to be the butt of all, right? And you don't need to be going. Not every battle must you attend, and it surely indeed would be a battle because the feeble-minded will do their utmost best to ignore you. Not mention any of your accolades or achievements. Why? Because they're jealous. Why would you want to put yourself through that? Big cat, find something else to do with your time. Like count a 5-pound bag of rice, 1 grain at a time. Fist bump. Oh, you also have the energy of a 3-2, darling dears. Yes. This is telling you what? A lover is on its way, darling dear. In some cases, this lover or partner, it's over. Yeah. They're about to leave a situation that they can't tarry in. This is somebody what? We've got the 3 and the 2. The 2 is on the bottom. It's what? A professional mistress, darling dear, who wanted to be an empress, who lied about whom they were. They're being left in the dust because of their lies, darling dear. Well, if somebody's just leaving someone, right, who is what? Of the devil, yeah? Don't allow them to come to you. Have they healed? Have they seen an exorcist? These questions you need to ask. I told you we are paying our knees until what? After the new moon in Scorpio in October, darling dears, as well as the equinox that will be going on at that time. Otherwise, you'll be sorry. Plus, we are in what? The crux, right? The pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. If you're going into a relationship with anybody during Mercury retrograde, the pre-shadow or the post-shadow, listen, that's your business, blood. You don't love your hairline. Someone is leaving a situation wanting to take a leap of faith. This person also wants to step to you. We saw the energy of Uranus. They're possibly watching you online, darling dear. Having to shut up. Why? They will skullduggerous. And they're going through the DNS. Had to look over my shoulder yet again because it now sneak up on me. I told you, I'm the red light, green light champion of 79. Good golly and gosh. We also have a 9. You know how I love a 9. When they 8 us, we 9 them, darling dears. This is the energy of what? The Hierophant as well as the Emperor, protector and provider. And it also speaks about your boundaries, darling dears. It also speaks about what? Somebody's about to get a promotion in their work, darling dear. Whether you are working for someone or for yourself. Because the Emperor with the Hierophant also pushes for what? Being what? Intuitively guided to what? Entrepreneurship. Somebody's about to get a boost, darling dear. A big one, darling dears. The 5 and the 4 is also speaking about, it brings the message of what? A promotion in your wallet, your pocketbook, your handbag, a boost to your finances, darling dears. Because why? You 9 them. This is Virgo energy. Isolated yourself in order for what? Self-improvement. Find out whom you are and what your skills are. Especially if during your isolation, darling dears, you got a hold of your birth natal chart, a core ball, and your CMOS. Listen. And you realize that you're not getting smoked. Yes, baby. This all goes up to 6. 28. The 2 and the 8 goes to what? All of these dominoes go up to a 28. The 2 and the 8. The 2 is the what? The energy of the high priestess. This is about what? Your intuition guiding you, darling dears. As you completed one part of your life, right? Is over. Finito. And a new beginning is beginning for you. Some of you are feeling as though some door is closed to you, darling dears. The 8 is about being strong, not being tempted off your flip-flop. Somebody who relied on your instinct care for others, well, you care not. You've given them love and light. It speaks about the ending of a situation. The 2 and 8 goes to a 10. The 10 is what? The completion of a cycle, darling dears. Full-on transformation, ending of a cycle, right? The 10 also represents what? The Wheel of Fortune and judgment, darling dear. Judgment. You liberated yourself from a situation. Somebody is also getting a happy outcome, right? From their final exams. This is a second chance at something that they truly wanted. They thought they wouldn't get it. Well, guess what? Divine is at their side, darling dears. They're going to use the energy of this new line of education, or educating themselves, boss it up, darling dears, and will be able to achieve what they truly deserve. But the hard work starts, darling dear, now. I told you. You're going to be using the energy today, darling dears. People might see you as emotionally cold, but you've got to back off bitches and mitches, darling dears, especially if they're adopting the law 10 of the 48 laws of power. They want to be stuck in it, right? In the mire of the unlucky and the unhappy. You'll be on your own squatter, right? Because you can't take on the emotions of someone else, especially when your go-to move is greatness. You can advise them, but if they want to live in that mire, let them stay there. More fool them, eh? You've got adventures to get to. It speaks about the progress that you've made as you continue to what? Trust in the universe, darling dear, the Most High Father, God, Mother Isis, realizing that man will fail you, especially when they are a failure, darling dears. They would like to bring you down. They will become a beta in your life. What's a beta? A beta is a back front neck tabber. They get no S. The A is for the abuse, darling dear, of the abuser. The I is for the imposter in them. Wants to get there with echo praxicon, darling dear. Full on Judas is in a Peter suit. The T is for the taker. They will take anything and everything if you allow it. The E is because they're exploiters, blood. Right? The R is because they are reckless. And what? The S is for the shape-shifting and mean. This is why you had to break the generational curse and ease on down the road. Right. Ace of your deck, darling dear. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. I told you the watchers are watching you, darling dear, and they would love to come back in. The 5 of Pentacles speaks about being left out in the cold, possibly feeling like it's Siberia where they are. They don't know how to break into your house. They have to cross the river or the moat that's infested with crocodiles, go past the attack dogs, right? Put their head on a platter, right, which they must carry, right, and the head has to be separated from their body, right, in order to approach you. If they can do all of that shit, it'd be great, but they still won't be able to be with you. Why? They didn't see The Exorcist. No. Someone feels really left out of what you've got going on, darling dear. The 5 of Pentacles is represented by Taurus as well as Mercury energy. They're going through bad health, right? They feel isolated. They've got the insecurities. They've lost a lot of finances in a situation. Yes. And there's lots of arguments going on around them. Good God, if that don't make you lift up your petticoats and keep heading out, I don't know what will. Just saw 4444 on the counter, darling dears. 444 on the right path. 4444 means what's mastered said path, darling dear. A new beginning. We already saw the energy of man as. Ooh. Somebody wish they'd listen to you, darling dear. We've got the High Priestess on its face, darling dear. Someone who is a professional mistress, a liar, a spellcaster. Watching you, this is present energy, darling dear, as we already saw the candle. Somebody's trying to burn a candle in your favor. They want your life to fail. They're also going through what? Heartbreak Hotel. Whomsoever they thought was going to be a permanent partner in their life, a permanent fixture, well, that person has decided they want to be free. Somebody's also checking to see why you are not heartbroken over a situation. This goes from 2 to 3. Not understanding that you have what? Divine timing and your steps being ordered, darling dears. Somebody tried to copy your gangster in a love situation, darling dear. They thought it would turn out the same way it turned out for you. They can't understand how you was able to what? Move away from heartbreak. This is somebody who had a hand or a foot or a panani in ruining you, darling dear. It could have been an evil fatum. I don't know what your paradigm is. It also represents what? Feminine energy, right? Because the High Priestess is what? Represented by the moon. The moon is what? Cancer energy, as well as mother energy, darling dears. The 4th house. Someone whose foundation is heartbroken. They may have progeny in a situation, but they're not paying any attention to that progeny. They're on their own, mate. Someone who didn't use their intuition. This is the entering of a situation quickly, darling dears. Right? And was waiting for results. Well, guess what? Universe is teaching them a lesson. Teaching them a lesson, darling dear. The Hierophant on its face. This is someone who lacked in boundaries, darling dear. They sowed seeds with a partner that was not meant for them. That person taught them a lesson. And again, it goes back to what? The loss of money in a situation. Somebody's looking back at the heartbreak they caused you, darling dears. Are they sorry? I don't know. I'll have to get my tiny cards out. Hold on, let's get another one. Someone who gave to many, darling dears, would like to have equal give and take with you now. It also speaks about some of you are going to be volunteering your services in charities, darling dears. Do it. Giving back is what a big cat does. Goes to the 7 to the 6. Whomsoever these personal people are, they're going through what? A bit of debt. They're losing a lot of money in a situation. They could have as many as 6 people that they're giving to, darling dears, and they're not winning. They're sinning. This is somebody who lacks in boundaries on every level, right? Especially spiritually, darling dears. So they get in attachments of the disloyal. Yeah. Oh, well. Base of the deck, darling dears. As you tap into what? Your 1111 fade. We already saw the 1111. Highly spiritual number. This is mutual minds, souls, darling dears, working towards what? Mutual efforts. This is parties, invitations, celebrations. Somebody wants you to come to a party, darling dears. Good God. What kind of party? Let me quickly split the deck. Baby, a party where you'll be on a knife's edge, blood. What did I say? Don't go, big cat. If you're giving a sudden invite to a party, don't go. You'll be sorry, mate. You will be sorry. This is the 4 of Swords on its face, right? It's about what? The stabbation. They just want you to be the hot topic. When you are, you are the hot topic, but why put yourself in an uncomfortable situation? No. Which card? I'm going to use the Ace of the deck, the big Pentacale. This is you, darling dears. Somebody's upset. They tried everything. Malicious words, burned a candle, darling dears. Gossip behind your back. Spoke about all of the what? Mistakes that you had in life. Because you what? Chose the wrong partner. Yes! Someone who was singing for your downfall, but yet they're not singing about what? The Sodom and Gomorrah they're living in. They need to tell it to the judge, the Most High. They have no power in your life, darling dears, with their Eye of Sauron. Too busy focused on you and not watering their astroturf. Not that the astroturf will grow, darling dears. We already know this, but they're feeble-minded. Simpletons, darling dears. Simpletons. Let's give it a good shufti. Base of the deck. Seven of Pentacles, two different decks. This shows that you're waiting for the right person. It also speaks about sowing the seeds. Yes, baby, of better days. You will be able to what? Reap the efforts of your labors, the hard work you put in, darling dears. It also speaks about what? You have shown some kind of growth, darling dears, mental growth. You're mentally strong. You've got serious intentions. And it's also about attracting like-minded souls, where you get the reciprocation of equal give and take. Look! The page of cups. This is a lion. You are the big Pentacale. We already saw you come out. This is somebody who's a liar in your presence, darling dear. This person is what? They've got no control of their emotions, always popping off. Yes, we've all got psychic abilities, but they use these abilities to what? Pull a fast one, mate. Well, guess what? There's been no fast ones pulling around you. You understood what went on, darling dears. That's a good shufti. Clarify the High Priestess on its face. Somebody who lacks to listen, is not listening, right? What divine guidance? I don't know what they're listening to. A dick dealing mattress back, darling dear. This is the High Priestess, a professional mistress, and they was dealing with a King of Wands on its face, right? Well, guess what? This is where you finger the both of them, blood. Queen of Swords in that shit. You've had the experience of this situation, and your back is to all of this. But yet, present energy, the she-male is watching you, and the he-male is watching you, darling dears. Watching you, right? As they both go through some kind of karmic situation, heartbroken because they both chose the wrong partner. Well, guess what? You're an earth angel. It also speaks about being spiritually protected as you what? Moderated yourself, darling dear. Major arcana. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Opportunities coming towards you, darling. This helping hands. Yes, it's another page. We see two pages. There may be you may have two progeny in your situation. Some of you are high priest or priestess, darling dears, listening to your intuition. It also speaks about what? Secrets, darling dear. Keeping your next move secret, moving in silencio. What's happened to my music? Right. Not telling your secrets, darling dears, but you have a very sharp tongue. This King of Wands may approach you. You may be, some of you may be up for hoovering. The King of Wands is going through some kind of heartbreak and wants healing, darling dear. Yeah, this King of Wands is going to try and approach you with a very sad song, the world's tiniest violin. How they've been abused by what? A High Priestess in reverse, somebody who has knowledge of the occult, darling dear, but uses what? Possibly even sex magic to get what they want. The King of Wands would have been up for it, darling dears, but this person also would like to offer to you, darling dear, because they see you as bright and shiny. Why? You overcame heartbreak, some kind of distressing situation as you took a leap of faith. Was spontaneous, darling dear, and what? Sowed seeds of greatness. This is about you moving away from injustices. This also speaks about what? The ending of a marriage. Well, we all know what happened for me, darling dear. This is like a week of blessings for me, darling. Blessing upon blessing upon blessing. Did I hear someone say what blessing? Baby, I told you, we shut up. We move in silence. Base of the deck, the healing. Learning new things. You gave yourself a chance from the 3 to the 4 of Swords, a chance to recuperate from a situation that was trying to kill you, darling dears. Well, guess what? You've moved on emotionally from the situation. The King of Wands is looking at what you've achieved, darling dear. They're seeing you now. They're seeing that you are being spiritually guided or spiritually gifted. This is about the moderation of your energy, darling dear, as well as your ancestral team protecting you. Temperance coming through the Sagittarius energy. Two major arcana, darling dears. Divine timing as well as divine guidance. You learned how to balance out your emotions, darling dears, as you what? Had certain secrets was revealed to you about the true nature of this King of Wands. But you have to see this in order for you to what? Break the generational curse, darling dears. In order for you to truly ease on down the road. Whomsoever they was dealing with, this King of Wands, that person has been around for some time. They could have been involved with them for as much as 3 years. Yes, listen. It's all there, mate. It's all coming out. Base of the deck. Well, guess what? Judgment knows their address. And the judgment is also what? The sudden change of your situation. Yeah. Fire, water, and Pluto energy. It also speaks about your evolution as well as the unavoidable change that is coming into your life, darling dear. A new chapter for you. Why? Because you understood the power of forgiveness, darling dears. Forgive them and release yourself. Release yourself from the curse of a situation. One that was what? Sent to teach you how to end the cycle. This person was showed to you, darling dear, put into your hemisphere, so you would learn to what? Cap it and cut it off, realizing you can begin again. Two major arcana going on the what? Hierophant in reverse, darling dear. It was a life lesson that you had to learn, because remember, big cat, you're a volunteer. And you bossed up on them, darling dear. You did it like a boss. And look, divine union. Some of you have what? Balanced out your masculine and feminine energy. This is a line of major arcana. It doesn't happen often, darling dear. There's 78 cards in the deck. Good golly and gosh. Give me a minute. Let me just get the energies I'm getting from this. This is about someone being a founder. Somebody's about to found some kind of an organization. An organization that could be for domestic violence, some kind of abuse, adults and children, darling dear. But you will be getting the backing what you truly deserve, because your role that you're going to be playing, darling dear, you're going to be helping those that had injustices perpetrated against them, darling dear. And again, it speaks about an ex that would love to be Mac the Knife, returning back to a situation. They see that you're having an easy time of it, when they're not realizing that you had to go through this in order to get to this. You realize that you was regretting something that was what? Kryptonite to your life, darling dear. Then you realized you had the Two of Cups, a new beginning. But you had to believe it, darling dear. It also speaks about the strength and gratitude that you are living with, that you was able to control your emotionals in a situation. When they were trying to worry your hairline, you was praying, blood. You was praying. They thought you was sleeping until you said amen. Yeah, this is going to be a strong union for some. If you're wanting to go into a union, this person is about to appear in your life. When we've got the Justice. After all of the injustices you went through, somebody's coming to bring the light to your already lit table. Remember, Psalms 23:5. Your table was set. Psalms 23:6. Your head is anointed, darling dear. That table is set for all to see, especially the mouth breathers, darling dears. They're going to watch you win. Remember the loyalty that you offered. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's highly intuitive, loving, giving the unconditional love. This is part of the karma for them, darling dear, to realize exactly what you came in to give them and what they turned their back on. This is what they gave you when you gave them this. A strong new union, darling dear, that someone is not going to celebrate because they would love to be in that space. Judgment card. This again is an ex. Somebody who's going through some kind of power struggle within themselves, in their own cranium. This also speaks about what? World card. Watching you online. Every time they see you boss up or achieve something else, darling dear, even if they're just seeing you're happy, they're not happy for you. They want you to fail, darling dear, but they can't get at you emotionally. You have a strong hold and you are being held by the Most High. You understood what wrinkles come from, darling dears, and you're not crying over these bitches or mitches. And if you do cry, right, you rub them bitches in. Best skin tight on this side of the hemisphere. Are you mad? What's this giving and receiving? Please tell us. Captive audience. 10-10. Breakthrough, darling dears. You overcame so much as you remember who you are and what your role is on this Malkuth, darling dear. Emotional fulfillment. Divine is gifting you with the 10th cup. A happy home, darling dear. One that what? Was built on the wings of betrayal, darling dears. They wanted you to cry into your fist with regret over they, them and Well, look what happened to them. They got involved with a high priestess on her face, a Jezebel spirit. Well, that's their business, blood. The King of Wands wants you back, whomsoever that is. It could be a male or a female, somebody you was involved with, darling dear. Something that you had to watch for as many as, what, 3, 7, or even 10 years, darling dear. A Maya. But you're a volunteer to this Malkuth, darling dear. You were sent. You came back to help that person break the what? Generational curse that it was on their lineage. And what did they do? Tried to F you over. Some of them wanted you brown bread so they could sing what? Amazing Grace in a falsetto with no tears on their face. They wanted this and that. We want to see, because you have the opportunities coming towards you. Some of you are creating spiritual businesses. Some of you are going into the legal field, darling dear. But you're going to be working for those that have been abused and cheated, darling dear. Look how the card jumped right out and it fell right on the King of Wands. This King of Wands wants to come back, blood. They want to come for a sequel only because you're successful, because you're happy, you're working, you're focusing, you're getting accolades, achievements, right? If you hadn't achieved any of the things that you've achieved up until this point, darling dear, having turned your shapely back, law 16, would they want to come back? Yeah, exactly. Who? We're getting a Mariah Carey on, blood. We don't know that person. They see you shining, darling dear, having healed from the inside out. It also speaks about possibly even having a platform, darling dear. They're watching your everything. They're watching you fly high, darling dears, having balanced out your chakras. Some of you will be stepping into star status. Some of you will be recognized, right? And get benefactors, right? Sponsorship for your hard works, the labors, the efforts you put in. Success is your go-to move, darling dear. Success, as you subconsciously pour away what no longer serves you. This is you listening to spirit. Anytime you see a bird on a card, darling dears, it's your higher self, the most high, the universe, trying to give you the heads up. Continue to focus on your goals and work like a field hand. Don't let them catch you like they did Kinta Kunte, because look, you already dropped that burden like it's hot. Yeah, you let them go already. You said, go away, basura. But it wasn't easy breaking that generational curse, especially if you was amongst the feeble-minded, still living in those same paradigms. They laughed at you. They gossiped about you in doers and thrapples. And now they're trying to take note, bloody cheek. May their pen run out of ink. Yeah, because the same way they try to bring you down, right? In private, they will get the disgrace and embarrassment in public. Remember I told you that. This is Boomerang season, big cat. And you came back as a volunteer, having already bent the matrix, healed all of your past karmic wounds in many lifetimes, darling dears. They effed over a master cat. Fist bump, good for them. Posh clap, a master cat. That's what you are, big cat. You have to remember who you are. You can have anything you want. But you have to believe in thyself. We are all at different stages in our healing. Some of us are on the top of the wheel, some are in the middle, and some are just getting up from the bottom as they look themselves in the mirror and slap the shit out of themselves until blood and spittle flies. We are all on this recycle, darling dear, but it's how you come out of the recycle, repurpose, darling dear, not going back to the form and the fit that does not suit you, doesn't go with all what you've got going on. You're a happiness expert. You have to understand your self-worth, right? Leave them with their cognitive dissonance and their other worth. They are going through seasons of Zenblanity, darling dears, because they touched the anointed that tried to help them. Remember I told you that when you juggle and lose a big cat, a master big cat. Now it's got me on my 31 teeth again, and you know that's going to make me sweat. Straight past the perspiration and into the sweating. Let's bring another deck. I'm going to use the After Tarot deck. What did I say? I can't make this shit now. You have 5 of Swords. They're at your back, darling dear. The wicked, the jealous, the envious, and the hateful. They're still using your name like chewing gum. Whomsoever got into a throuple, right? They knowingly did what they did. They wanted to cause the most hurt to you. They didn't know that you would wash your face like David. Wash your face. Yeah. Thought you was down until you said amen. Got into your Gandalf the White and said this goes no further. You learn, big cat. Psalms 119, verse 97 to 98. When you walk with the wise, you will always become wiser than your enemies. What's this? The in and out energy of it all. A dig dealing mattress backer, darling dear. Dusty like the pyramids. This person would like to rush back in. People that would want... No! 2 different decks. The king of wands on its face. Present energy. Somebody's sitting in the seat of regret, darling dear. And remember, big cat, regret is not remorse. Whomsoever was meant to be protector and provider, they love themselves more than anything. They love the attention and company of others. This person is what? A chameleon. Yeah. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This in and out energy is looking at past situations. What are they looking back at? The lies they told. The secrets they kept. The ones that no one cares about. And again, the moon is represented by the mother energy. You could even be mother to their children, darling dear. Or father to their children, because you know, gender is fluid. In tarot, man. Yeah, man. Cancer energy as well as Pisces energy. They did all of this to somebody who mothered their progeny, darling dears. Yeah, it is vulgar. They underestimated your strength. Good for them. They thought you'd be easily tempted off your flip-flop. They didn't realize that when you chose to remember who you are and walk that path, darling dear. The path that Abraham Lincoln said, as you continue forward, never backwards. They didn't realize how strong you were. You took your power grid away, darling dears. And things ain't going well for them, darling dear. This is mental break, the bipolar of it all. Nothing wrong with people that have bipolar, but this person is unchecked. They have there's not even a hint of a psychiatrist, an exorcist, or psychologist, or any form of medication on their home front, darling dear. This person is still rushing around. They're in a lot of financial debt, spiritual debt as well, darling dears. Trying to pay Peter and Paul. Really? What's this trying to slide out as you continue to turn your shapely back? Somebody's waiting for you to come back. The Page of Wands also speaks about good news. We've got a lot of fire energy here, darling dears. A lot of passionate energy. This person would love to come and give you their rod of correction. But it's a rod of corruption. Remember I told you that? And tell them at the back. Pay your knees. Look! I can't make it up. The amount of shiznai they spoke about you. Somebody's calling me. I don't know who it is. Who could it be? What am I pre? If you're gonna call me, listen, big cat. I told you, anybody that calls me on an unknown number, I will respect your privacy and keep you in anonymity. Anonymity. Listen, me can't say it right now. Stop calling me, coming now. Answer the phone. Now answer it. Who could it be? What am I pre? They're acting like the KGB blood. Listen, I don't answer unknown callers. What is afoot? I will never know. Too busy minding my own business. But this person lied on you, gossiped on you, darling dears, and there you were sleeping with the enemy. They was jealous of you. The same energies that you brought to aid and assist in making them great. This is a narc, a high commander Decepticon who loved himself and anyone else they could get on their back, darling dear. A professional sperm engineer, right? Look, I can't make it up. Who wants to come back now that they've effed up their life even worse? We saw the reverse professional mistress. They got with a tree sloth. Right, a spell-casting tree sloth and tripped them own self up, and now they want to come back. This person is looking into your future, mate, and all they can think about is you. So if you've been bucking your toe, you can't find your car keys, right, or you're feeling heavy energies, you have to remember you are empath. You are Hioka empath. It's energies outside of yourself. They're going through it, mate. That same cup of opium. Yeah. Knight of Cups on its face, been around the world and aye. Well, guess what? The cup has come to a halt. They're having to sit with all of those emotions and they can't handle it because they're a page. Pwah! Whoever they left behind, darling dear, they're still waiting for them. If you get back involved with this King of Wands, whomsoever was the what? Jezebel spirit in their life, that person will always be there. Always be in the background. They used to be in a number 2. Divine is telling you to what? Mind your business, blood. Mind your business and drink your water and keep it moving, Scotty. Some of you are moving towards a new chariot of righteousness. You're buying a new car. Good for you. Or you're redetailing the old one. It also speaks about the 9 of Cups. Your wish is being granted, darling dear. But it's also a reminder not to overindulge in things that are, yes, you can afford the best, but overindulgence, that's a sin as well. Continue to what? Buck the system, darling dear. Continue to want new experiences. This is about the progress that you're making. And the chariot also speaks about a trip and a journey, darling dears. Some of you are going to a trip and a journey. And again, the chariot speaks about what? An invitation. You have an invite coming in, darling dears. Right, let's get into the crux of this invite. You've got the 2s. Listen, don't go, blood. They want you to be the sacrificial lamb. Don't go. Queen of Pentacles on its face. This could be a sister, a auntie, a cousin, right? This person is going to sit blindfolded while they have you, mate. They're going to want to put their foot on your neck. They'll be talking about you. You're going to feel that. Don't go, big cat. This is someone who is rock pocketer's body. Have you got a dime? Somebody who is what? The full-on hyacinth bucket. They get no bouquet, right? You've already put down that burden, darling dear. You've got your Ace of Wands, your creativities, your high ideals. You've got the energy to what? Go after what you want. If you are being invited to somewhere where you no longer sit at that table, don't go. You've already come up off of them already, darling dear, and you're winning. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. You and your progeny, if you have them, you are winning. A shining example. You don't even realize how much better you're doing than them. The same ones you left behind, darling dear. Their progeny is for the devil, darling dears. Why? They sat down and watched everything they did. And now they're doing everything they did. Yeah. They're going through it. Outrageous, darling dear. It's outrageous. But I told you, when you come here, you get the usher. This is the first one I touched, so I'm going to go through it. Condolences, darling dear. Let the dead what? Bury the dead. This is lost pain and they better accept it, darling dear. Whomsoever you left in the past, darling dear. Look. They've got mental health issues, mate. I told you, mate. Unchecked, right? They see you as a convenience, right? And they're going to hop off the spiritual short bus and into whatever you've got going on, mate. With all of the attachments, right? What's this? They're nervous. They're paranoid. They've got the insomnia. They are stressed.com. They've got the PTSD from a situation that they've just come up with, darling dears. And they're looking for healing. They've also got something wrong with their skin. Possibly scaly like the what? Lizard that they are. They've got something wrong with their skin. Or is it what? Genital warts. I don't know, darling dears. We haven't got a blue light. And you haven't got the time or the energies to find out. What's this? Right? What did I say? Somebody's out there burning a candle for you. Well, guess what? Boomerang season. You are a volunteer, big cat. You volunteer to come back to uplift the energy on this Malkuth with your light. And this is what they thank you with. Spell work. Listen, got me on my 31 teeth again, and I don't like this, right? They don't deserve you. They're effing right. This is what they're going to lead with. I don't deserve you. Conversation over. You don't need to say nothing more. Say less. This is what you must say as you continue to what? Ease on down the road. What does Kipper? Oh, this one fell off at the back. This is an intervention. We don't go backwards, darling dear. Ever forward. We are Ibex, right? And they want to come through like a drive-by, darling dear. They don't care who gets injured. And it's what? All because of the jealousy, the envy, and the hate. This and that, big cat. This and that. What happened to my thing? when the phone rings, it takes off everything off the everything. With this Apple stuff, everything's connected. Who's in the chat? First in the chat. Gosh, it's a lot of talking you've been. Jacqueline, Harrington, Big Cat Wave. Ito McCarthy, what's going on, darling dear? I see Melissa Morell there. Melissa, you need something else to do. One of my strongest supporters. Yeah. I'll have to do it afterwards. I'm going to make you a moderator, Melissa. You need something else to do with your time other than getting great, right? We've got what? Numero uno. Big Cat Wave. Who else is here? Let's see. Black Smoke Chat. I see you, darling dears. Who else is here? You lot's been into a tight conversation. What's going on? I feel like I've been left out. Greta Johnson. Big Cat Wave. Anyone else have? Oh, Slim Jim. Fist Bomb. Sharon. Was it Rose of Sharon? Hello. Are you good? Are you fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely, even where they are? Audra died. Don't go back, Audra. Don't you worry yourself about nothing that's going on with them. You have to remember that you don't have Alzheimer's and you're not Jesus. You want to be God-like. You can't listen. This is what they want, a drive-by. They want you to be wounded again. What does Kipper say about this before we push off? Because, naughty Big Cat, I'm past the 60. You didn't even try and stop me. You've already created a stable foundation. You better what? Electrify the gates and secure your perimeter. You're stable, mate. Look what fell on the floor. Thankfully, I've got my core ball. I can roll in and contort into all shapes, right? Who God bless, no man can curse. Remember, I told you that. Nothing like a big cat and a prayer, darling dears. Continue to ease on down the road. Base of the deck, darling dear. Because what they wanted for you. Revelations 3:7. No man can what? Shut a door that the Most High opens. Remember, I told you that. And many opportunities are already coming towards you. We saw the page of Pentacles in the upright. And whomsoever they chose, this person will always be a number 2, darling dear. It was their partner, whoever they was dealing with, the tree sloth. They're the ones that was sending the negative energy and burning that candle in your favor. But they didn't realize they was effing with a master cat. You volunteered to come back, to be the strongest soldier, to show them the light. And this is what this person is trying to do. They're trying to hold what you didn't want. This is why they're the maid. On that note, I drops me mic. Told over to my Teesprings, told over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. 151 in the chat. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big Cat. You broke the generational curses. Part of the curse was what? To be amongst the wicked, the feeble-minded, the double-minded. Yeah. And what? To release yourself. You tried to help them. Well, guess what? Don't do it again. Namaste! Ease on down the road, Big Cat. Don't carry nothing that might be a load. Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again. On these what? Tarot streets, you're right. Numero uno. We play what? Chess, not checkers. And we whisper, checkmate, as we continue to what? Turn our back. When they ate us, we nine them. Nine them, Big Cat, and continue to win.